Yeah, just report the actual temperature. This heat index was only created to further the global warming scare tactic.
Shut up, dingus. It's hot as balls outside, and I am so grateful my car has remote start for the AC. Screw you. Also, I'm gonna say this right now. Manual transmissions cars should be able to have remote climate control stuff in the vehicle, even though you can't use the remote start because of the clutch stuff. By the way, that's my car knowledge for the day. Hello everybody and welcome back to another video for the day. We are heading back into r/InsanePeople Facebook, and if you guys would love to be absolutely amazing, show your support and see more videos like this one in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below to start up them wholesome internet discussions, and if you guys have not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on them notifications. Also, if you guys would like to save 10% on your next order of gamer subs, use code Tommy at checkout, or click the link down below. It'll automatically apply the discount to the transaction, and it helps support the channel. Thank you.
This is just summer. Quit acting like it is the end of the world.
No. It's going to get hot in the south.
Iran is hotter than ever before. I wonder why.
I don't know, dude. Would you like to ask the magic conch shell?
It's called geoengineering. They have been doing this since the 1940s.
Ah, yes, manufacturing weather to keep them good old propaganda engines up, and, all the tinfoil hat people screaming that they were right all along.
I have had it with screaming children in public. I have stayed quiet in order to be polite, but I am to the point that I will be saying something to the parents of screaming children in public. Parents are so brain dead that they don't realize that a child's screaming is a way to control the parents. Every time the child screams, the parent reacts. The child gets what they want. This goes over and over. Child is running the household with their screaming. I don't feel like the parents like it any more than I do, but will do anything to stop it, short of cutting their vocal cords. This was a joke for you who get your panties in the wad. Try this. When they scream, walk away. They will follow you and scream again. Walk away. They continue following you. Finally, let them scream. Ignore them. Finally, their little brain will realize that it isn't working. You may have to repeat several times, but you're retraining their way of thinking. Good luck. Just imagine. Look at protest. Females screaming. Could this eventually be your child?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Ignoring your kid when they are screaming in public is not a way for you to be doing this whole parenting thing, and anyways, just get everybody within the general radius of you to dislike you. This makes me think that this person is the type of parent that would let their kids scream in a movie theater too, because that's always gone over wonderfully. I'm not a fan of the screaming baby in the movie theater, especially those who, for some reason, I heard stories about people bringing their kids to see stuff like Final Destination. That is not something you bring your baby to at all. Ignoring your kid is not going to make things better. If anything, that's just going to make your kid scream louder. There's a way to deal with your kid screaming, and giving them some kind of reward is not a good idea. There are ways to deal with the kid having the tantrum and everything, and the ways to not do it is to stick a tablet in front of their face, because then they'll see that as a reward and will then have more tantrums in the future. Or, and just another one, like I've already kind of stated, ignore them, making it so that they'll have to scream louder in order to get you to come back over here. Really, the way I kind of see it is, you can't be a good parent if your response to any type of tantrum is to stick a tablet in front of their face. That's not good parenting whatsoever. All that's doing is encouraging them to then have a tantrum in order to get tablet time. And I'm kind of interested in how exactly Pixar and Disney and everybody's going to be tackling the whole tablet, quote-unquote, villain of Toy Story 5. Because I'm really hoping that movie gives a lot of parents who delve back into just using the tablet as a way to parent your kid as a bit of a reality check for this thing. Good parenting involves being there for your kid, not sticking a distraction in front of their face or just walking away.
All lives splatter. Nobody cares about your protest. Keep your butts out of the road.
I don't advocate for running anybody over whatsoever. At the same time, also, please do not be blocking any EMTs or people that might be in emergencies. People that block roads and everything when it's an undesignated area, or like the area isn't blocked off for you to be doing that, it's not really doing anything to try to get people to agree with you. If anything, it's kind of doing the opposite. I can understand wanting to stand up for something you believe in and everything, but doing that at the inconvenience of other people and then having other people get violent in response to that is not how we go about getting things solved or making the world a better place. Like the people from Just Stop Oil wanting to sit in front of a highway blocking cars and everything, you're not doing anything better for anybody. I've seen ones in the past where it's been like outside of a business that is what the protest is against, or outside of a courthouse or something if you oppose a law that is trying to be passed, stuff like that. Not inconveniencing people by standing in the middle of the road. That, and also there's been times where like protests have been approved for a certain time slot, so once that time slot does roll around, everybody just leaves and everything because, yeah, they were only able to do that for so long. And even people have gotten violent with just protests that have not been in the middle of the road. Like people that do stuff where they hold posters on the side of the road, you'll get some dingwad with a big-ass diesel truck just rolling coal and blowing smoke in front of everybody there just for the sake of like, I don't like your stuff, so I'm going to do this. And it really does suck that there are people that think like this, like, I don't like this thing, so, you know, just do this harmful thing to them. So yeah, bottom line, where I stand on it, not a fan of the protests that are in the middle of the road. At the same time, though, I don't advocate for running people over and trying to get a point across, but at the expense of others, and you don't know the situation of those other people. They may be on the road, like I said, because of an emergency, like, hey, this person's wife is pregnant, about to give birth, they need to rush to the hospital, or it's an ambulance trying to go down the street. Not a good idea to try blocking those.
The Bible is unfolding before our very eyes, and so many of you are still asleep. Everything is coming to fruition, and yet you stay stuck in your own pride and deliverance without turning to God. The day is drawing near. Approximately 15% of Gen Z is missing. I guess, the Thanos snap, instead of, half, it's just 15 for some weird reason. 15%. And add another 20% of gay lesbians and those who get surgeries so that they can have their babies. Add in the ones who will not want babies themselves, the ones who medically can't have babies, and those who want to focus on careers first. Suddenly, you have a population issue. The fact that 18-year-old girls can vote is absolutely crazy. Yeah, I bet you were upset when women overall got the ability to vote. That must have really rustled you jimmies. It is with a heavy heart that I announce the sale of this precious machine. This car should not be purchased by a married man. It is your call, but the effect that this car has on the female species is breathtaking. Women literally purr when they sit in the luxurious leather seats. My family had an intervention of sorts. Let's face it, between the late nights Monster Energy drink and the gas station stiffy pills, it is a wonder why my heart hasn't exploded. My girlfriend was there as well, and at almost half my age, she wants me around as long as possible. Besides, the girls at the club are starting to argue every night over who gets to ride home with us, and that's causing problems at her work. Pros, the V8 runs great, shifts great, 165 miles per hour red line. That's not a red line, you dumbass. Cons, has an electronics issue that I have to reset the ECM every time there's a rip in the driver's seat and a crack in the lower air dam.
Shut up, dummy. It's a 4500 Audi that I'm fairly certain was everybody's first car at least a few times in high school. So, I don't exactly think that this screams shagwag, my dude. I hate to break it to you, this isn't exactly anything that will swoon the ladies as what you are expecting. If there's two types of dummies that I've seen on Facebook Marketplace, the most common ones that I've seen are the people trying to sell a car for a lot more than what it's worth because I know what I got. Yeah, you're totally not going to sell that Corolla for $15,000, considering it's 30 years old. And the other type of person is the schmucks that sell Pokemon for way above the price, and they have a whole shed full of it. I do not like you.
The truth bomb. The real kings weren't wearing crowns. They were wearing lab coats, sitting in government offices, and pushing fear 24/7. They locked you in your homes. They shut down your business. They masked your kids and silenced your voice.
Yes, you're really nailing them with the truth bomb now, aren't you? You know, good old-fashioned boom, a realization here, aren't you? But with that, that is going to have to be it with the video. If you guys would love to be absolutely amazing, show your support and see more videos like this one in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below to start up them wholesome internet discussions, and if you guys have not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on them notifications. I'll be sure to see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye!